Hey everybody, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Fashion Friday. Hope you guys are having a great week. I am hoping to get this video done pretty quick and maybe grab some Fate Bringers from the Master Vogue. But today, for that, we are going to do a kind of a themed sets as well as a combination video with the NEMEAN set pieces that I like the most, which is usually with the three classes, like the helmet and the chest mostly. I think these sets are really cool, and if you missed the Dawning season, I think these are going to be some of your best bets for really nice night look, but a little more flashy, which I personally like. I mean, you throw in big, bombs of void energy. I like to be a little more fantasy with my armor. So, but the theme is going to be a little bit of like a heaven and hell theme. So it's two sets on each class. We're starting out on the Warlock, obviously, here, and we're doing the hell theme first. With these, I kind of wanted the hell theme to be like gaudy, dark, moody. It's just some of those generic elements that a lot of the Judeo-Christianity hell kind of has. Nothing too crazy there. And the heaven theme, I was trying to do more of like a humble, lighter colors, maybe some elements of like, scholars in the set. And I think it came out pretty well. You can let me know in the comments what you think. I try to get away from like the scary vibes or the opulent vibes for those respectively, just to mix it up a little bit, and I think it came out well. Also had some of the like snake elements in the hell sets a little bit. So let's start with the Warlock, and for this one I went with a lot of red and black, which I think is pretty safe for that kind of theme. But I think the Carminica with this blood lineage robes really gives a cool, kind of like suave, sly, maybe someone you don't trust character. And this NEMEAN hood does an amazing job of really elevating it into this like mystical, creepy realm. And that House of Mayrin shader gets it like all red, which definitely gives you some of the vibes that a generic like devil may have, with like big sweeping horns and that all red skin. But I kind of liked it also as instead of horns, it's actually kind of these wings. I thought that was kind of a cool touch with the NEMEAN hood, if you wanted to go kind of the opposite direction it's leading you, in my opinion. The Bond gives you some of these nice, kind of generic demon like horns kind of look as well. And I think it came together really well. I think it's a really cool look. You could easily just rock this. I think it looks really nice without even knowing the theme or kind of the challenge I put together with it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to switch over to the Heaven one. Okay, so here's our Heaven Warlock set. I went with kind of a flashy helmet with the Kairos Function Crown, mainly just because it gives you that kind of like sun crest top there. I thought that was kind of cool, very like reminiscent of, like heads in the clouds or something like that. I think that matches well with the theme. I really like the suns in these legs of the exile as well, with the light up from the flawless. I think that kind of matches with that heads theme. And then for the chest, like I was mentioning, this is kind of like a NEMEAN review kind of fun video as well. So I rocked these and then put it in lawful neutral to give it this like super detailed but kind of humbled look with the kind of tan rather than more opulent color like purple or something like that, and all the metal is very raw with that lawful neutral as well, which I think feeds into that as well. The arms here, I put them in testudo with the Courtier. I just really like the chainmail, kind of like looks ready for battle. And then the testudo really strips it of all the little gold bands that it can have, because I didn't want any like opulence like I was saying. And then tops it with the coronation bond, just give it more of like a scholarly, knowledge is noble kind of feel. And I really like this one actually. I just love these Warlock NEMEAN robes. I just think they're really nice, and I do really like Warlock robes that have a open chest with some metal plating underneath, just because it helps the way I shader personally the Warlock, where the chest flows into the helmet, and a lot of Warlock helmets are metal shader zones, so it's just nice to have that big hunk of metal kind of like flowing into that metal helmet for shading purposes, and you know, it just looks nice in a silhouette purpose purely as well. Alright, let's switch over to the Titan now. I think that does it for the Warlock. I found the Rivalry Stoic on the NEMEAN helmets, I think for all three classes. Just give this super dark black base, and it really makes the white pop. Gets these wings really looking nice. Highly recommend the shader for the NEMEAN helm. I've seen some people post about it on the fashion subreddit now too, and I definitely feel like it's catching on. It just looks so cool, and so I kind of leaned into it here for the Titan in the Heaven set. I really get like some nice white wings. To accent the wings, I went with the Reverie Dawn Gauntlets and the Phenotype Plasticity Plate. I think these are a great combo. I think they flow really nicely here and really give you like a full wing vibe, whereas the Phenotype Plasticity by itself can give it more robotic kind of feel. And I think these shapes flow really nicely together. The front here is really nice as well. It gives you kind of like a mechanized angel vibe with the rest of the set coming together. And once again leaned on the Trials armor having these sun glows to kind of reinforce that, you know, heavens above kind of feeling. And then also the Seven Sisters to give this little starry effect as well, to give you know, that celestial heavens. A little extra addition, and a nice little color pop is an added bonus there, as this set's pretty white, so a nice little bit of color. You get a little bit of red here too from the Crucible Peppermint, but overall pretty muted, so I wanted to match a little bit with the red here. That's why the Crucible Peppermint is chosen. Let us switch over to the Hell set for Titan though. Alright, so here's the Hell set for the Titan. I think it's really creepy and a little spooky, so a little darker than the previous Warlock version of this theme. But I just really fell in love with this chest piece, the NEMEAN plate with the Omnicronia. Man, I don't know what it is, just that like blood red tiger face is so sick to me. My biggest gripe with Omnicronia though is really hard to match. The red and that bronze is just a bit of a different color than like literally any other shader. I've done my best here. You can see a little bit of my thought process where Valkyrie Zero does a pretty good job of getting the red, but it's a slightly off as well as the lighting changes, you can tell. But the kind of the orange fabric-y texture kind of matches well with the bronze and the orangeness in that. Genotype Knowles -0, quite the mouthful shader, does a decent job of getting the same copper, but it's kind of its own league as well, where there's not really anything else similar to it, and it's a bit oranger as well. But we kind of just have a few different shades of orange and copper here going. I really liked Omnicronia as well though on the helmet. Gives it a matching copper color, but also more importantly these red horns to really sell that devilly demon look. I just love that so much. I would have done the Invader Reaper or Illicit Invader gauntlets instead of these green snaky boys, but I did not have them on my Titan. But I didn't think the green was too bad. I actually added some color, a little balance to all the red in my opinion, so I'm not hating it. I think it's pretty cool. And then to cap it off, got those goat hoofs to really sell that demony vibe. I think goat legs on demons It's a pretty normal motif in trying to portray them as, you know, bad or otherworldly kind of creatures usually. So although these are a bit out there, I think the rest of it is kind of more opulent and more pristine. Thought it was kind of a cool contrast with the theme, but I would say it might be a little hard to sell people if they're just taking a quick glance at this and you weren't explaining what you were going for. But I really like it in this circumstance where I do get to describe it to you guys. But you could easily swap these out for anything. You probably just even put like Omnicrony on this and have a pretty cool set all together. But maybe not much red pop in there. But yeah, hope you guys like this set. Let's switch over to, last but not least, the Hunter. Here we are with the first Hunter version. So this is a bit darker than my other Heaven sets, but this is actually my Heaven set. I went a little more nighty, I guess, you know, kind of like a more like a battle angel or something. I don't know why I really wanted to use this Jinsum Knight Cuirass, and the lawful neutral was really calling to me. But I really kind of fell into these deep dark grays. I do like how it accents some of these kind of goldy metal pieces and the sun in the eye. Once again, using that idea for the Heaven pieces, and I think it really lets this white here pop in the set to really accent it a little bit more. But yeah, this is a little darker. You could easily get this set to be lighter. These gold pieces don't shade very well, but overall I think it could be done. But I just really like this. A little dark, but I liked how these armor pieces flow together in general. Maybe not the best, you know, Heaven themed set, but I think it shows off these NEMEAN strides well, so I got half the challenge done pretty decently, I would say. These legs are really nice, but I just love this little kind of accent hip. You know, it really feels like a little Titan with this little butt mark here, and it's kind of cool. Nice, like, thick Hunter would go well with this, but as you can see, this pretty thin Jinsum Knight chest piece actually does really good with it as well. I just think the silhouette flows really nicely, and I'm sure if you wanted it to get it pretty white, you could always go for some Rivalry Resolute maybe. Yeah, there you go. If you really just hate the dark grays in the other piece. But yeah, the silhouette, really killer. I would take some notes of this if you like it. I think some of the Stompy's ornaments would fit well in here, but of course, like any exotic helm would be amazing in this. And here we are with the final set, the Hell Hunter. That sounds pretty cool. The NEMEAN Cuirass as well. I used the chest piece from that NEMEAN set as a part of that side of the challenge, and I really like it. I think it's pretty slim for what it is, but it has a lot of detail, and if you've watched the channel for a while, you probably know how much I just love those mega detailed pieces of armor, and I just love matching with them. I think these luminous strides do pretty well. I'm using the non-glowing version to get more of the little bit of red accents to match with the rest of the set. And then also the celestial grips for these nice little horn additions here to match up here with the Empyrean Cartographer cloak. And I had to go with this cloak pretty much. It's just really cool and has those big demon like horns on there. And I really like this Crucible Metallic on here. It's kind of like a faint glow, very eerie red glow to these lines. And then Iron Chewage Cask is just an amazing helmet for a set like this, where you're going for like a demonic look with that really creepy demony mouth and cool visor overhead. And Crucible Prestige gave it a nice blood red color in the mouth area right there. So I hope you guys like these sets. I think it was really fun putting together with these themes and armor pieces in mind. Nice, kind of like a dual threat challenge for me, and I think I did pretty well. I hope to get another video out next week, but with Thursday being Thanksgiving and that being the day I usually make these videos, I will not be promising a video next week. But if I don't see you, I would wish you a happy Thanksgiving if you're going to be hanging out with your family or friends. Hope that goes well, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.